Welcome to a special episode. This is going to be a look back on Farming Simulator 17, a kind of farewell and remembering what I did and what I've done. Hope you enjoy it. Come along with me, MrSealyp. So I've come down to McConnell's pub on Sussex Farm for a farewell drink with Farmer Adrian before we move off to FS17. Exciting times.
Excuse me, are you MrSealyp?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
How have you ended up here?
That's a very, very interesting question. It all started with Goldcrest Valley, the first map I played on, where I cut my teeth on FS17. I did 53 episodes on this Let's Play, waiting for the first mod map to come out. I made a lot of mistakes, but I learnt loads, and started to try and work on my editing and how things were going to work out as I moved forward into the next Let's Play I did, which was this Chellington Farm 17 by Oxygen David. This was the first mod map on FS17. I did 25 episodes on this and I hit 100 subs during this Let's Play. I really have, I know it sounds ridiculous, fond memories of this map. I thoroughly enjoyed playing on it, and the first one I played on from Oxygen David and the Frontier Design guys. Stunning views, just brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Then I move on to Lawfolds Farm. This was a map by Stussy. I did 42 episodes on this map. This was another one completely different, and really stood out to me. Prices were good, and I don't know, I think I really enjoyed most of the Let's Plays I've done, to be honest with you. But another absolutely fantastic and glorious looking map. Then the Old Stream Farm by Black Sheep Modding. I did 26 episodes on this, and during episode 16 I hit 500 subs on this, which was amazing. A beautiful map. There was just something about this that I absolutely adored. Couldn't put my finger on it, but just a wonderful map. Then Sandy Bay, of course, another one by Oxygen David. I only did 5 episodes on this. I intended originally to do this with Sealy EG, but her timetabling was difficult. In around episode 3 I hit 1,000 subs whilst playing on this. What an amazing map. Truly incredible. The layout, the design, the coastal, everything, the sounds, the sights. Fantastic map. I'm going to say that about all of them. They're all fantastic maps. It really has been a journey through the countryside, across the world, various different places. Just amazing. Really amazing. Really immersive as well. Then we have Drummard Farm. Drummard Farm holds a very strange place in my heart, and I don't know why. This is by One Scuderia 1. I did 30 episodes on here, and this was the first Let's Play where at the end of the Let's Play I sold everything. I did a big auction to kind of move into my next Let's Play. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but I felt sad when I finished this Let's Play. Yeah, I can't explain why. Just thoroughly enjoyed this map from start to finish. The layout, the way it was done, it was a small map but made it feel big by the road layout. I don't know, the attention to detail, everything about it. I just really enjoyed this one. Yeah. And then that was how we kind of moved on to the next couple, really. American Outback was my next. Well, I say my next. A lot of these kind of overlap because I was running normally 2, sometimes 3 at a time. This is by Something on My Shoe 2. I only did 7 episodes on this one. I wanted to do an American map. I wanted to give an American map a go. And this was brilliant. Big open fields. It gave you that real feel of America. Big wide open plains, that kind of thing. The problem was there was another map on the horizon that was also American that I really wanted to have a go at, and you'll understand why. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Nothing wrong with this map at all. Another absolutely, I mean, the map makers, I cannot thank these guys enough during FS17 for making the game what it is, for making it so interesting and keeping people's attention, and keeping it different and fun and enjoyable. It's the same old farming, but in different locations with different challenges is what makes the game. Going from smaller to bigger equipment and all the amazing things you can do during the game. It's just absolutely fantastic. And that reason was Westbridge Hills. Another American map, but this was a nostalgia map. I played this a lot on FS15 on my own, and also with my daughter Sealyp. And when this popped up and this was going to come up on Mods Hub, I wanted to play it. I really did. I couldn't run 3 or 4 Let's Plays at a time. Unfortunately, American Outback, I kind of let go and moved away and onto this one. But this was brilliant, and I loved the fact it was redesigned, upgraded. It was a newer, fresher version of it. Gave you a lot of scope because this open area here was different. There was the potato and sugar beet storage was missing, wood chips as well. But again, just brilliant. I really enjoy playing on this map immensely. And then Smoky Mountain Logging. This was the first one I played on by FDR Logging and Mithras Catalyst. I did 11 episodes on this because I wanted to do a short run series on a logging map. This map was brilliant. Really enjoyed this. It had some secrets. It had a secret logging area with a logging road, which I did a couple of episodes, a couple of special episodes on the secret area, and then clearing the road up to it. They put out some brilliant logging maps. If logging's your thing, go over and check them out. FDR Logging, Mithras Catalyst. It's brilliant logging maps. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Then the golden days of farming. This is where I really I changed, I think, as a YouTuber and a gamer. It's by Something on My Shoe 2. I did 40 episodes on here, and this was the birth of the subscriber contracts. Barris messaged me asking me could I do a contract for him, which I kind of said, yeah, why not, I'll give it a go. I also discovered Eustace Farmer and his channel, and his narratives and storytelling and just his attention to detail. Every episode was like watching a movie, and those things combined kind of launched me in the direction I started to head in. In episode 20 I hit 4,000 subs, or around when I put out episode 20. Yeah, it was a big jump up really. From 1,000 subs over those last few Let's Plays, I then got to 4,000. And the channel was really starting to grow. People were really starting to enjoy that narrative and storytelling, and they liked the subscriber contract idea of being able to be involved in what I was doing, and I liked that. I liked that kind of interaction. Another stunning map though, really nice, great fun to play on. Much smaller equipment, all old stuff. MrSealyp's home for abandoned tractors. It was just brilliant, absolutely loved it. And then the West Coast came along. This map was eagerly anticipated by everybody that I know. This is by Bullet Bill Frontier Design. I did 31 episodes, and this was a full-blown narrative. 6 different farms, all with different farmers. I gave them all names. I did a whole load of stuff on this. This was the first time I ran seasons, because seasons had just come out by Realismus Modding. During episode 10, I reached about 6,000 subs. By episode 26, I'd reached 10,000 subs. The channel exploded at this point. The sights and sounds on this map just blew me away. I had a conversation with someone the other day about this, and I said that I would have happily just continued playing this. I would, you know, but being a YouTuber and trying to keep current and showing people new maps and making sure, you know, everyone's aware of what's out there and exposing all these great maps and great modding to people, you have to move on. But what a map! What a map! Just, yeah. I mean, this is up there in my favourites. Definitely up there in my favourites. Fantastic. And then we hit the Valley of the Old Farm. Another map by Black Sheep Modding. I did 45 episodes on this, and this was a weird one because I started off and I did a narrative on this, but what I did was started the game differently to how I was trying to do a different way of doing it. So I started off with logging. I sold everything, bought a Scorpion King, and this map was perfect. There was forest all over the place on this map, and it was perfect for getting yourself off the ground and getting running. An amazing map with loads of different features. It almost had kind of sections of the map that represented different types of landscape, which gave you so much scope to try different things. Which, I mean, like I say, fantastic, absolutely fantastic map. Is it me, or do the maps just get more beautiful, more awesome, you know? Then we move to Oakfield Farm, the creme de la creme. This is definitely up there. This is top 3 for me. I'm not saying which place it holds. This by Oxford and David and Frontier Design. I did 32 episodes on this map. And again, this is another one. I could have just carried on playing and playing. It just felt real. And my intro, my first episode on this, where I moved away from the West Coast to here on a holiday, was all down to Adrian. So thank you massively to Adrian. I couldn't give him enough praise. He did a load of research and he really helped me out, presented me with an idea. I kind of merged that with an idea I'd had to start, and the kind of let's play on this was born. And the map lended itself beautifully for that. You know, the church with the church bells and the music playing as you go past. Again, that lovely sweeping valley based on a real place. Or actually a real place. If you go into Google Maps, it's a real place. Oakfield Farm's not there in reality, but everything else matched up perfectly. And this was just such an immersive, fun map to play on. Like I say, I could have still been playing on it now, happily carried on playing it now. But look, I mean, that's just... I know there are more clips of this one. But I will say this again, the map makers make this. I mean, Giants put it all out there and they give you those options, those things of make it what you want, do what you want, enjoy it. The map makers then say, have a go at this. This is your world, this is your expanse, this is what you can do, this is where you can play. And it's just, yeah, you know, words fail me at this point. In Sussex Farm by my good friend Alien Jim. This map changed things massively, and the things Jim managed to do on this is the second map he did. Well, this was the first map he made, but the second one that came to console. Spectacle Island I didn't do a Let's Play on. I started to, again with CLEG, timetabling kind of fell apart and it didn't really work. But this map, and what he did for me was phenomenal. CLEG Bakery, my daughter, seeing my name in a game and her name blew us both away. It just, and the things he managed to do on this, he broke the mould for the maps. Lots of buy points, lots of things that people said you couldn't do on console, Jim did. Sealy Lane, SealyP Brewery. I can't say enough about how brilliant his maps are. Now people argue they're not the prettiest maps, they're not realistic. That's, you know, I personally think it's nonsense, but that's my personal opinion. And I'm not just saying that because he's my friend. I'm saying that because he's very, very good at what he does. Really, really good at what he does. And the fact that you can do all of these amazing things on these maps he's putting out gives you so many options. You could do transport, you could buy and sell fuel, and collect and sell water, buy points for straw and grass and hay, getting the helicopter to come off the ground but have it as a sell point as well. The jet flying over the top, birds that went across, or the silhouette of birds that flew across. But all of these things, you could turn them on, turn them off. You could have them if you wanted, not have them if you didn't want them. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant map. I really do hope he keeps on into FS17 and keeps putting out fantastic content, because he's so good at what he does. So next up, Lone Oak Farm 17. This is by Bullet Bill and Frontier Design. This is still ongoing. I haven't completed this at the time of recording. I think by the time I end this Let's Play, I'm going to be on about 50 episodes, I think, which is up there around with what I did on Goldcrest Valley at the start, which is ironically bookending the whole experience. Another phenomenal map. I'm running seasons on this again by Realismus Modding. And the subscriber contracts on this have made it. I thoroughly enjoying playing on this map. Thoroughly enjoyed playing on this map, exploring all different things I've been able to do, and it is just another phenomenal map. Again, based on a real place. It actually exists, and I don't know. I just it does. I said this before when I was talking about mods. It evokes a feeling when you're really enjoying playing it, and playing a game, of any game, but these particularly, they just stand out. And at the time of doing the clips for this, obviously it was winter. On my Let's Play it's not at the moment. That's why all of these clips are wintry, because I'm on seasons. But yeah, just a brilliant map. I hope those guys really push into 19. I think they've already got plans and ideas to moving forward. But what a great team, what great maps. Keep it up, guys, just absolutely fantastic. And then Upper Lusatia, I decided, with everything that I'd done with the narratives, the storylines, the subscriber contracts, going to do an American farm with Lone Oak Farm 17, bigger maps, more. I thought I want to scale it down, go small, do a back to basics series using small machinery, a bit like the golden days of farming, where it was simple stuff, small machinery, just showing that you can play the game and you can make money and you can enjoy it just as much using small stuff as you can with big stuff. I introduced Max and Luke into this one, my nephews, and this is a beautiful map. No two ways about it, just wonderful, wonderful map. And really enjoyed that. A change in pace, slowing it all down, doing things a little bit at a time, and just, you know. And again, I think highlighting very starkly the beauty of FS17, that you can play the game any way you want. It gives you that scope, and especially once the mod maps start coming out, you've got that ability to do big, wide open, expansive maps with massive machinery and loads of it, or small, tiny maps with small equipment, much more relaxed and easy going. You know, don't know. So that one, I think I did. How many episodes did I do on that one? 21, I think. And I hit 17,000 subscribers during this one. Thank you, all of you, everyone that subscribes. Just blows me away that so many people watch, subscribe, enjoy what I put out. So, alongside all of that, while all this was going on, MrSealyp's Guide 2 videos, my top tips and how-to videos. I really pushed this during 17, kind of got into my stride at reviewing new stuff as it came out in the mod hub, and I think with the new changes to FS19 and the three-dimensional garage and the changes, you can implement the changes while you're doing it, it's going to make those Guide 2s more visceral, more real, more interesting and interactive at the time. I honestly don't know how many Guide 2 videos I put out, but thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I did, during this period, I did MrSealyp on tour. I started doing vlogs, and when I was going on holiday, I tried to upload videos as much as I could during this time period. But what I also did was started putting up pictures on my Twitter page for people to see, mainly tractors, farm machinery, farming, anywhere I was. My wife is a beautiful woman and just a lovely, lovely human being, and allows me the latitude to, when we're on holiday, to go and do these things, even to the point where she even said to me, please take your PlayStation with you, because I know it's important you put up videos, and in any downtime we've got, you can plug away and do, you know, just incredible. So I then started doing vlogs. I visited a few tractor dealerships. I did a New Holland one. I went to class. I did a video, a little farm I found with a load of machinery and tractors. That, you know, there's been a few. So that kind of really took off during FS17, and that will continue into 19. I've got a deal going back to the class dealership in March time for something special. So look forward to that. And then we moved into FS19 as the hype started to build. The excitement for FS19 coming out was palpable. And Giant started releasing the dev blogs, and I started doing some dev blog videos, and basically kind of FS19 news. Anything that came out, I was kind of putting stuff out and hoping that, you know, not everybody's keeping on top of everything. I suppose like some of the more, I'll say fanatical farming simulator YouTubers and people out there that are reading the forums, up with Discord, keeping up with everything that's coming out on various different platforms and media outlets. Some of you guys like to have that all in one place. You can put on a video and go, right, okay, rather than having to trawl around and find all information. So that kind of came out of that. And then the fact sheets started. Fact Sheet Fridays. So we got into the Fact Sheet Fridays. We ended up with 11 of those in the end. Fascinating stuff. And again, really started to build that excitement as the game was getting ready for release. I have to say, with regard to the modding side of things, I went onto the mod hub and I mean, this is an average. I don't want people saying to me, oh no, actually you'll find it's... FS17 brought modding to consoles. We didn't have modding on consoles prior to that. FS15 didn't have modding. During the run of FS17, there are 50 modded maps, if I counted correctly. 50! We had 3 maps on FS15. 50 modded maps by loads of different amazing creators. And around 580 mods. 580! I know PC have got thousands, I get that. 580. That's 580 more than we had on FS15. So to the modders out there, the map makers, I take my hat off to you and thank you profusely for everything you've done during FS17. Long may it continue into FS19. Keep doing what you do, because despite feelings you may have of being maybe underappreciated or things being difficult or it being a struggle to get things onto Mod Hub, believe me, us guys out here playing it, and not just YouTubers, just everybody that plays the game, fully appreciate what you do. Massively. I honestly mean that. I want to say some thank yous as well before I wind this up, because I've realised I'm going on and on and on. I want to thank Giants, obviously. They bring up the game, they made the game, they make all of this possible. They lay out the foundations, they put it all there and say, there you go guys. And what's brilliant about that concept is, especially with modding, and any company that has a game where modding is available, is basically saying, we've given you this, run with it. We're just as excited as you are to see what you're going to do with it. And I think that's brilliant. It's that open-minded idea of make it what you will. So thank you guys. Thank you to Focus Home Interactive, the publishing side of things. You know, all of those guys together make it possible. Without them, the game wouldn't even be where it is now. I've already mentioned the modders and map makers. Absolutely, you know, hugely. But lastly, I want to thank you, the subscribers, for making this, for me, the most amazing journey over the last 2 years. Has been incredible. I have met and talked to some phenomenal people, I've learned amazing things. I've found out about farming across the world. I've spoken to, emailed, chatted to people from Australia, from New Zealand, from Holland, from Norway, from Sweden, from America, all across America, which just, it blows my mind. All across the UK, various different locations. That interaction that I try desperately to maintain. I read every single comment that's posted. I don't always respond to every single one. Some require a response, some don't, some ask for a response. I want to thank everybody for their help, their advice, their constructive criticism at times, which has helped me to evolve my channel and make it what it is. You guys are what have made it. I went from starting on Goldcrest Valley with about 10 subscribers to where I am now with just under 18,000. My local football stadium, which is about literally 2 minutes walk from where I am, I think has a capacity of about 10,000. What blows my mind is if all my subscribers arrived on one day, they wouldn't fit in that football stadium. That football stadium's big. That just, I struggle to get my head around those numbers. So for everybody that's spoken to me, anybody that's contacted me, there's the guys out there. Sanders fan, my first subscriber other than family members. Right the way through everybody else, and the list is endless. And I don't want to start naming names because I'm going to forget somebody. I know I will. You know who you are. The guys that I talk to regularly, the guys that I mention in my videos regularly. If you've helped me out at any point during these last 2 years, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really mean that. So with that being said, onwards and upwards. I'm playing at the moment on Mercury Farms, which was Jim's latest map that only came out with like 2 weeks to go until FS19 came out. Another fantastically functional, enjoyable map to play on. Again, the ultra realists are a bit, I can't see the point of it. And that's, like I say, play it however you want. Play it, don't play it, doesn't matter. I'm loving playing on it. I'm going to try and wrap both of those Let's Plays up, tie them up neatly for Monday night into Tuesday when FS19 drops. I hope you've enjoyed the journey. I hope you've enjoyed the journey with me. I certainly have. And here's to FS19. Looking forward to the future and see what it brings. Subscriber contracts will happen, but not immediately. For those of you that understand how that whole concept works, you'll understand why they can't work immediately. But they will be coming back. MrSealyp's farming services is going to be the kind of the launch pad into FS19. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, if you have enjoyed my channel, if you have enjoyed anything I've done during the run of FS17, give us a massive like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thank you so much for watching.